Hello. Hi, guys. So, if you are watching this, hashtag replay gang, please go on ahead and check the description box below so that you can see when the recap begins. I like to go at about 6 minutes. Just wait for more people to come into the room. Hello to the 5 people. Hello. Oh, wow. My chat was not showing, and then all of a sudden it was showing. Hello, Yazel. Hello, Jade. Hi, Joslo. Hello, Diana, or maybe Diana Ortiz. Hello, Minerva. Hello, Samantha. Hello, JW. Hey, Christelle. How you doing? Patricia. Hey, girl. Belle. Hello, I've never seen you before. Hi, Belle. And Glinda, the Good Witch. If you guys know, Glinda, do you know? Are you black? Do you know about the Wiz? Is that from whence you were named? Don't know. But Glinda, the Good Witch. And if you don't like that, let me know. Because people get teased when they're younger about things that are so silly. Hi, Babs. Hello. Hey, girl. Hey. Yes. Okay, does that mean you don't want me to call you that, or is it okay to call you that? Stanley! Hi, hi, hi! T tackles goals. Hello! Welcome! I've never seen you before. And Belle, welcome! Glad that you could make a live. Ramsterdam! Karma Killers. Hello, I've never seen you before. Who is that? You look like one of thank you. Thank you for telling me I look good. You look like one of the casts from 90 Day Fiancé. Okay, great. Great. I love Babs. Nobody called you Babs, Barbara? Because either Barbara is either Barb, Barbie, or Babs. Like Babs Bunny. I think Babs is so cute. I think it's so cute. Okay, so you have me here today, fresh off of book club. My building has a book club, and as I am an avid reader, Chris insisted that I join the book club, which I was going to anyway because like that's my bag. And even if I didn't go, I was going to read the books, because they post them up everywhere in the elevators and like in the mailroom. They place that what the book club is reading, and I love a good book. Also, it's nice for me to explore books outside of fantasy because I will gobble up a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? I will a court of rose and thorn. Oh, Chris is calling me. How interesting. How providential.
How what?
I said how providential. I'm live.
Providential?
Providence. Like it was meant to be.
Is that the word you wanted to use? Providential? That's what you want to use that? That's the context?
It's Providence. You're calling me while I'm live, so people in the internet world are like, "Oh, Chris is calling Wah."
Okay, well, unfortunately, I need you.
Okay. Okay, wait. What do you need me to do? Wait, what do you need me to do?
I have to do this title that's going to do at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
You
want to read with me?
okay?
How long have you been living?
4 minutes and 47 seconds.
No, it's so short. It's such a short line. You
Come in. Okay, listen. You study your lines.
See me. You're going to look like I look crazy.
come in. I'm going to send you the link. You come in. We'll go through it really quick. Everyone's here. Yazel, Babs, Ramsterdam.
I'm gonna come in, but I can't say my words in there. Unfortunately, I'll get killed.
Oh, no, don't say your words. I'm saying we'll just go through the live real quick. Just Stanley's here. Glenda's here.
Okay,
Girl, I'm sending it. JW's here. Joslo's here. They're all here. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Oh, my God. She's the craziest person. She's the craziest person. Yes, it's me. You're Jasmine from 90 Day Fiancé? That's who you look like to me. I might fall asleep at any time. So when okay, girl, get some sleep. Get some sleep. Okay, invite. Chris is the craziest person. Copy. Go to my messages. Jesus, send her the link. And then we got to go through this because I have to help her do something. She has an audition. Actually, she doesn't even need the link. She could just come in. Her account is attached to mine. Okay. Oh, it's at 6:30. Here, let's get started. Let's go to my comments section. Go to branding. Let's make the screen bigger. Okay, we'll start at 7 minutes. Ready, you guys? Let me find my lyrics. All right, ready? Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! Welcome to my recap of 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, Season 4, Episode 4. I don't know the title. However, if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Wah. I do recaps of relationship reality TV shows such as Love After Lockup, 90 Day Fiancé, Married at First Sight, Love is Blind, The Ultimatum, and Seeking Sister Wife, which Seeking Brother Husband is coming. So I'm very excited about that. So if you are at all interested in that content, please go on ahead and join and subscribe to my channel. If you would like to give your girl a tip, you can do so scrolling across the bottom of your screen. We would much, much love it. Also, here's my song. What time is it? It's 7 p.m. in the evening. It's time to talk 90 Day. So stop on by and have a kiki drama of The Other Way. Set the time and the day, 5 after 6 on Sundays. Catch me live or hashtag replay gang. Either way, you've made my day. Anywho, Chris can't hear me or something. I'm not sure what she's mimicking. So let's get started. You're so crazy.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
That you were like, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What are you doing?
Look at me.
This is an audition. This is an audition look.
Look at me.
This is an audition look?
Yes. Look what I've done to myself.
Oh my God. I can't wait for you to tell me what this is.
ABC show.
Okay, we'll guess. Anyway,
no, it's a pilot, so no one knows. It's a pilot. So, thank you so much for having me on. Hi, guys. My name is Chris. So I'm just to tell you, life turned crazy for us actors since COVID, and now everything is self-tapes, But so it's the same thing as it used to be, where you get auditions. But I mean, in times you can't just anyone can just make a self-tape. They have to ask you to do so. But then it becomes where you would just go. Maybe memorize, go, and you just 15 minutes gone. Now it's your whole day of well, who's going to read with me? And I got to work on it. And then now, setting up the lighting and thinking about it. So I can't tell you information about the actual project that will come from me and I will get cast or whatever. But I will tell you that this person is supposed to be in their 20s. I hate you all. Why are you already laughing? That's rude.
Wait. Okay, we got to start. I already promised the people down below that this fucking recap was going to start at 6, at 6 and 6 minutes in. Okay, here we go. First couple. I got all my pictures. First couple that we are going to
What are we
talk
talking about? Oh, 90 Day.
Where are my pictures? Okay, first couple that we're going to talk about is Chris and Jamie. Y'all, I feel like Jamie's too cute to be with Chris. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't understand the connection. I don't understand the reason why they're together. And I think that at the end of this, Jamie just felt like, what have I gotten myself into? So they wake up the next day. And the sex was apparently good. Don't know how it could have been, but they feel really great about each other. And then we start to immediately go into Jamie's ailments. The girl can't do mint. The girl, like, is worried about some money, right? They're having this conversation where they sit down and they're talking about money. And Chris Farrer brings up a very good point that the fact is that she only budgeted for $400 and now she has to pay $500, and that it's 20%. And if you think about it this way, think about it, buying something on sale, and then you think like, oh my God, I'm going to get 20% off. And then you don't get 20% off. Stressful, right? Chris?
Yeah. No, it is. No, it is stressful. I haven't even done the live for my channel. I forgot what those. I will say this about this. What a lackluster lesbian couple. Because when we were given our first gay male couple, it was Gangels. We had Gangels. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's just that everything about
Armando?
I really
Armando.
want. I'm disappointed. I just don't like their style, and I just I want to I'm a woman's woman. I'm a girl's girl, like I want to like it. Yeah. So I know these eyebrows aren't, I don't know. Do you like my eyebrows more or Chris's eyebrows? Chris, when she wakes up, has 1/4 of one of these eyebrows.
She then they talk about money and like how they have to be honest about money. And I can already tell that to me, Chris is going to be a financial abuser. I really do feel like she's just going to go in there and start to be frustrated with Jamie for money stuff. And right now, Jamie's taking a 30-day vacation from her job. She's an administrative assistant for some kind of stock company. So she probably makes decent money. And I just worry that Chris is going to have this American like ideal of like, I don't want to be used. So she's going to go in there with a lot of negativity and with a lot of empowerment, I feel. So then they have to go to the pharmacia. So they're walking around the town and somebody yells, "Love is love" in Spanish. And I thought that was so cute because like, guys, they're on the streets of either Bogota or Medellin, can't remember which one. And they're holding hands and there is a full camera crew recording them. And there are 2 lesbian women walking down the street holding hands. And someone is just like, "Love is love." And I thought that was a cute moment. So they get into the pharmacia and then it was not a cute moment anymore. We find out that the girl broke her neck in a car accident. Then on the way home from the hospital, she like hurt her back in another rear-ending accident. And it's just like, there's conflicting thoughts. I've listened to some folks say that they think that Chris doesn't have a lot of money and that she's like probably relatively poor. And I'm like, the girl has 2 homes and worked 2 jobs at the same time. Now, did she work 2 jobs while having a broke neck? I don't know, but she does need surgery. And what kind of toothpaste did she get, Chris Farah?
Baby gum toothpaste. I will tell you this, we don't know people's finances. We don't know what kind of debts they are in just because she has, her titles on homes. We don't know what the mortgages are and everything like that. Like, does Chris read as someone very wealthy? I mean, no. No. But I mean, she definitely has like a vibe of like, yeah, she's expat, like if she was a gentleman who was kind of over the American rat race and just saved a bunch and wanted to like live in Colombia, we would kind of get it. Or, we would be like, oh, I think that maybe she's put in things into some places, but we also know that she has been through it. I don't know what her medical bills are for her various car accidents. I mean, this story she tells us is real sad, honey. She like basically got in a car accident, went to the hospital, got to the hospital, on the way home, got in a car accident, went back to the hospital. And I mean, like talk about Soma, honey. I don't even know what she has to be on or what kind of oxy, you got to be on, just Farmacia. Farmacia.
Farmacia.
Is it really Farmacia?
Yeah, that's what she's saying. I've heard it pronounced Farmacia, but I don't know. Vanessa, or who is that? Jessica Vanessa says Farmacia.
Oh, maybe she's saying mama, like like a, I mean, maybe
sure.
that's how, maybe is Jessica making a joke? Is that how Chris said it?
I'm not sure.
Because let's be honest, we all know it's Farmacia. There's not one part of us that thinks it's not Farmacia. If I jump out, it's because, someone else has decided to help me with this, but we'll see if that actually happens because I have it. But okay, so I will, it's just, I will tell you that in this Farmacia scene, Jamie starts to be like, do I like this energy? Do I like this vibe? My whole life, for the rest of my life, this vibe, and like little kid bubblegum toothpaste. It's just, no, it's interesting because
no, she doesn't want it, Chris. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. It's really sad when a lot of bad things happen to someone, right? Like, like a Debbie Downer, or, when someone's just like, this happened, and the thing, and the mint, and I fall asleep all the time. You're just like, oh God, it's all so horrible. And I am so sorry. And as you're saying this, is there a part of your soul that's like, get me out of this conversation and away from this person as soon as humanly possible? Because sometimes it's just such a, okay. And her energy is taken down by all of it. Even the mint, she's just like, I'm allergic to mint. You're just like, my God, woman, like, first of all, that sucks. But also, is there cinnamon? I love cinnamon toothpaste. You remember what was that like hot, it was like the sexy toothpaste in the 90s. Cinnaburst?
What is it called?
Cinnaburst?
I don't remember.
Isn't that so familiar? There was a sexy red toothpaste. And I tell you it's sexy because all the commercials were like kind of romantic and involving like passion, and like everything was about having a good breath for kissing. Everything was about like what I'm talking about. And I wonder if Chris, it's red, the red bottle.
Cinnamon.
Cinnaburst is a gum. So Cinnaburst was the red gum. Wait. Red Cinnaburst. This is the best live ever. Waz folding her laundry. Chris called screaming. And the kid from The Little Rascals.
Close up?
Yes! 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 Have you never had it?
I don't remember it. No.
Oh, it's so good. Does it still exist?
Amazon.com for $26 a tube.
No, not for one tube. One tube?
Let me look.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pack of 4.
$26 for a toothpaste that everyone remembers from the 90s.
First of all, everyone does remember it. People couldn't be happier. See, I loved Close Up. I also, which I rebought, I loved personally of the 90s toothpaste, I loved Pearl Drops. Pearl Drops was a toothpaste that was a very fancy container that you would stand upright on its top. And so you would just twist it out and then you would put it on, and like, it just felt like the most polishing white pearls, like whitening pearls on your mouth. But but Close Up tasted really good. Tasted like Cinnaburst gum. And I'm telling you right now, honey, Chris needs some Close Up.
Anywho, so we've discovered that, and that she's gonna have to have the surgery eventually. Here's the truth. Now, the truth is, let's just be honest, you guys. If we are being honest, can we be honest? Is that only somebody who is either a save-a-hoe or somebody who doesn't give a shit about themselves and truly just wants to give, and that could be a toxic trait too, because that's not the best. Codependency people would actively go into or feel super comfortable going into some kind of relationship where you are 100% having to take care of that person from the onset. Now, I'm not saying that person is not a lovely individual, and I'm not talking about you if it's you. But it's one thing to know someone has something up front and fully walk in with it eyes open, like the narcolepsy. But you've got to tell your future partner that you may be spending forever with that you're going to need $100,000 surgery where you won't be able to move your neck for a year because you're going to have a metal halo. They have to mentally prepare for the fact that they're going to have to take care of you. And that's just all I'm saying. No, nothing wrong with it. And so I don't judge anybody who would like think twice, because I'm like, you got to give me that information up front. You really have to give me that information up front. That's all I'm saying. Not to saying that you're not worth love or that someone couldn't take care of you or you're a bad person if you want to do that. That's on you. That's not on everybody though. It's not everybody's cup of tea. All right, so I think that's the end of their thing. Let's move on to our next couple. You got to go, Chris?
No,
Okay.
you know what? I'm so sorry. Everyone's texting me. Also, side note is our friend Jenny was on Jeopardy just now. So people are sending me this video of Jenny being on Jeopardy.
Oh my God, good for her. My friend Alex was on Jeopardy and I went with him.
Can I show? Can I show? Do you think this clip on your live of Jeopardy, if it's 2 seconds or no?
No, it'll shut it down.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna play the sound. So, but I will just say that like it's just in one of the like pictures, one of my best friend. Yeah, I know, there she is. There Hassan Minaj was on. Wait, how do you say his name? Hassan. Listen, if you're from that area, there's a lot of different ways to say that name, and I have to like remember how this particular person enjoys it or whatever. But yeah. So, anyways, God bless. Well,
good.
Okay. What are you eating, by the way?
Okay. This is not a beignet, but the Italian place by my house called Red Rabbit.
No.
They make beignets. It doesn't have the powdered sugar on it. To me, it feels like a giant donut hole, but if they want to call it a beignet, they can call it a beignet.
Yeah, that's a glazed donut. We all know that.
They call it a beignet. Anyways, let's move on to a boring couple. I'll get through this real quick because then nothing happened with them. Gabe gets off the plane. He gives her a hug, shows her that he removes the tattoo. They're making a lot of kissy come. The whole family hugs. The boy doesn't know that he's trans, but Sarah knows that he's trans. He ends up finding that out later. Really, really happy reading him. Then next day, they go out into the street and have street meat. It's one of the quintessential things that they have to do in the 90-Day Fiancé world is they have to try weird food, which they did. So there should be like a 90-Day Fiancé bingo, which I'm sure somebody by the name of Gabby has made up. It needs to be that they need to talk about there needs to be a family member who's like, you don't have to go there, or they're using you because you're American. There needs to be with a trope where we talk about how one person is supposed to pay for the other person, namely the American is expected to pay. We have to have the trope where they do the weird eating food. We have to have a trope where they do prenups. There's a couple of tropes, so there needs to be a bingo that needs to be made for 90-Day Fiancé. Anyways, so he doesn't like the intestines he eats. They sit down. He says that he wants to meet her family and that he wants her family to know that he's trans. And yeah, Chris, go.
Do you know, it's weird because he tastes it and then she's like, is it good? He's like, yeah, muy delicioso. And then I don't know if that was just the first note of what happened. And then I don't know if it's that as he swallowed the intestines, if the intestines like really went down in such a way, but like he goes from like, yeah, this is great, muy delicioso.
I think he knew something was up with it. I think that he was just trying to be nice because he was like, so good. Because he's like, it's wiggly. I don't want it. It's wiggly. It's like,
there's so many, it's so funny. It's so many weird things that people eat that I don't eat. And it's like, and it's just so interesting because as generations go and as cultures go, like we really have eaten all parts of animals, and then some parts of the animals have gone through cycles of being the quote unquote cheaper parts of the animal, and then suddenly those parts become in other places the fanciest part of the animals. It's just so like,
I can't wait for chicken feet to make its day. You know, chicken feet is going to have its time in the sun one of these days. Not that I eat them, but like many cultures eat the feet of chicken. And
Family Day Chantel will try them again, do you think?
They won't, but like a lot of Asian cultures eat them, and like, you know.
Okay, Dasha thinks that he was being sarcastic with muy delicioso. Maybe that's it. I just haven't gotten his personality. I thought he was into it. I thought that he was actually being verdad about the delicioso, but no. I have to really get over the fact that how crazy I look. Do you guys think I look 20? And do you think I look quote unquote trashy and unhinged? Just wondering. I'm just like wondering if that's like if any of that's reading, if that's what's reading to you.
I mean, unhinged, yes.
Oh, good. Like,
I like that
like.
Yes, yeah, that's what you're giving. I like that the eye. That feels like your blush is a little higher on your face than normal.
Yeah,
which I'm into. Yeah, yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah. It's like it looks like
I try to put just like stamps of blush on the tops of my cheeks, and then I tried to like also put like bronzer on, but I couldn't get that really right.
dating doula. Yes to all three, Chris. You guys follow the dating doula on Instagram, and she's great there. Okay.
That's really help dating doula. I mean, like, not with the
really
doula part, the dating part.
It's really good advice on like a dating. I had to like disconnect from somebody on one of my apps on Monday because he stood me up. No, he didn't stand me up. I had to ask him if we were still going on the date, and then he told me no because he is trying to quit drinking. Red flag. And then when I was like, well, I don't care about drinking, like I'm not a big drinker, so I mean that was a lie. But what I'm saying is that I can go without because I've gone without for so many years, so I don't need to drink once in public. And also I chose the venue because he asked me where I wanted to go, and I said, well, fine, if every man in this city is going to ask me where I want to go, I'm going to say karaoke every time. So from here on out, anytime any man asks me where I want to go, we're going to this dive karaoke bar and we're going to sing karaoke. Anyways, and so then I was like, yeah, let's go there. He said, great. Then, less than 24 hours later, I asked him if he still wants to go, and he says he can't, trying to stop drinking. Then I say, cool, we can go somewhere else. And he's like, you want to go grab something to eat? And I was like, yes. And then he's like, actually, I'm in a funk right now. So blah, 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 blah. And here's the truth. I want to give him grace and be like, yes, depression does come up on someone whenever I want to give him grace. But at the same time, it happened so fucking quick that I feel like the moment he woke up and he felt that he was in a funk, he should have contacted me and told me that he didn't want to hang out, as opposed to me having to ask him 3 hours before we were supposed to go someplace. So then me being stubborn, because if I have my mind set on doing something, I'm going to go do it. So before I went to karaoke, I was like, I'm going to go to have dinner. And I'm going to pick a cool spot that sometimes I don't, that I haven't been to yet, but I want to check out the vibes. And let me tell you, the Vibes, great. The vibes were great. And walking home, I ate shit in a way that I have never fallen in my life. I knew the ground was slippery. And so I was tiptoeing. And even in the tiptoe, I can tell you, I don't know what happened. But all of a sudden, my head just met the cement.
I'm sorry, cement? Cement?
The cement.
Yeah. You see, when you say it like that, it sounds like it's made from something.
Sounds like cement?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, no, my head met the cement. I'm going to tell you right now that I did not, I can't, like, have you guys fallen as an adult?
Have you breathed? What are you talking about? Have I fallen as an adult? Who the hell hasn't fallen as? Have you pooped today? I mean, yeah. I mean, every day I poop, every day I fall.
But I mean, you fall slowly, Chris. I've watched you fall. You don't ever fall with abandonment. It feels like a slow, like
do everything slow.
A grace to like a fall to the ground, and then she's able to like catch herself, but then she's like, ah, like it's like a very slow. This was out of nowhere. It was like somebody hit me upside the head with a bat. I thought I was being mugged. I saw stars. And then I'm like, all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I can't die in Minnesota. My dad's going to be mad. That is what my thought was. So I was like, I got to tell people. And since I was already talking to my friend group, I like not voice memoed, but I like voice text into and decided to tell people, girl, I didn't know what had happened. I do not know what had happened. I fell on my back, right? So falling on your front, you at least have the opportunity to catch yourself. There was no saving. I thought I was being mugged. I'm gonna be honest with you. I literally for a second thought somebody had just hit me upside the head and were stealing my purse. So anyways,
I feel so bad because I got a text from her because I was the part of the friend group. She didn't say that, but I thought, why didn't she just tell me that? Okay, but okay, it was me. And she just started like she texted that her teeth shut or something, and I didn't understand what she meant. Like, I thought that she had like shattered her teeth or something. Maybe there was blood everywhere. I mean, these texts came fast and furiously, and they didn't make sense. So I also thought that I just go, okay, first of all, I wish I wasn't right now, but in my whole life right now, I am in a anxious pit mess. And so like everything, I'm like highly reactive, I'm highly sensitive, and so like she told me that she fell and her teeth shut. And I swear to God, I just thought that she was like having a full concussion bleeding on the ice. And I was just like, are you nauseous? Like you can't go to bed, it's just like really, really so crazy. I really have to like take a step back and then just be like, am I adding to a story that isn't really there, or am I in real life? Look at Barbara breaking a hip, honey. We all fall. You gotta get back up.
Rib, Babs. Jesus, Glinda, not stealing your purse. Yeah, girl, I thought I was being fucking robbed on the streets. Anyways, let's get back to what we were talking about. Gabe. All right, that was the end of them, really. We don't know. I don't know. If you guys are digging this live, you can go ahead and drop me a tip. If I'm giving you the hee hee ha ha's at all, you can do so. Don't trip. Oh, Sarah, thank you so much for the Cash App, girl. I appreciate it. All right, let's move on to our next couple. I'm going to save the best for last. So let's go on to Debbie, because I'm really working on my Debbie voice. Chris is working on it too, and one day we're gonna have a really, really good show.
Osama.
My son Julian just is doing everything because he really cares about his mom. She's got like a flat A.
Yeah.
So basically, Debbie and Osama.
Yeah, it is just first of all, I will tell you this. We didn't say this on the podcast, but I did see that beautiful peacock purse is made by Kate Spade. So if you want a wicker peacock purse, you absolutely can pick it up right now on the internet. Look up Kate Spade wicker peacock purse.
Do you think it's sold out already because she had it on?
No.
Oh.
Wait, is it Angela? What did Angela have? Was it a purse that like also people went crazy for and like maybe like season 4? And by people went crazy, that's to find it on the internet and make fun of it.
Wait, I talked about it and somebody was like got upset with me. It was some bag that she got for his mom that was like Jesus. It was like she got it from Michael's mom.
Yes.
So hilarious. Anywho, so
wait, I gotta bring this up. Oh, sugar. I love her Broadway reference. She does. I mean, a reject from Hair. Like she looks like she actually was the original Broadway cast of Hair, and honey, that was the glory moment for her. And then she has just continued to exist since it closed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like it does feel like her second act happens completely in the nude. There's another one for you. If you get that joke, go ahead and drop a little like ray of sunshine emoji.
So her and her son Julian are on their way to meet a lawyer because she's gonna get a prenup. Take a drink. So it's kind of because she doesn't want her kids to be without it. She's like, look, Julian, I'm not gonna have you and your sister without nothing, because she has another kid beside Julian. So she's going to a lawyer to get a prenup. Now she's already talking to this lawyer. So she's bringing her son here to like get him to feel comfortable with the fact that she's doing this. The Julian is rude to his mother this entire time. Now let's talk about this law firm and its word art. How do you know that it is a law firm? Because behind Debbie is word art that says law firm. So in case you guys were confused, that's why it was there. So the lawyer is saying, here are your rights. Julian says, do those rights count overseas? Lawyer says, probably not. But if you keep your money in the US, you should be fine. And she's like, well, what if I want to give him some money? What if I just want to like drop him some bucks? And I feel like that's when Julian and we all knew she's been giving him money. Now, he may not have asked for money, but she's been wanting to give him some money because that's the kind of generous woman she is. Now, listen, I feel like I would be that way too. If I was in my yesteryears and, I knew that I had already taken care of my kids with certain assets, I would like to give my boy toy some money.
I love that you use if I'm gonna be in my yesteryears, which again is like a hilarious choice of word for you. Yesteryear.
What is
Anyway, yes. What?
What is yesteryear? Providence and yesteryear.
Yesteryear means what happened. Like yesteryear would happen in the 1950s. So like that's like your forward years. It's the opposite of what you're saying. Your yesteryears are when we were met. That was yesterday.
Oh, okay. I did the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. Am I being a grammar Nazi? Like, am I being the person that's like that word?
But
Anyway,
then
I love you.
what is wrong with Providence?
I've never heard Providence to mean anything about destiny. Providence means the location of where you Providence.
Oh no. Providence does mean that. Like it's Providence. Like it's like meant to be. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. It's, I read a lot of British stuff.
I know you do. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now. But keep talking.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So this lawyer is like shocked that Oshama is 24 years old. And I really felt like Julian, she's like, well, I'm not like most 67-year-old women, like love is love or whatever she says, which is not what she said. But like, it's just so crazy. Here's the truth. What I took from this segment is that Julian is so scared of his mom doing what she's doing that he's willing to embarrass her in front of any and everyone at any moment. And I found that was just kind of sad.
I'm so sorry. You're right. Okay. About Providence. You're right about Providence.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thanks.
And by the way, Hot Cocoa Bang Bang, that's exactly what I thought she was trying to say. But she's right. But that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Anyway.
Providence means God or divine right. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, do you have anything else to say about them? Julian and Deb?
Okay. I personally don't think the son's being rude.
Okay.
What I think is that the son is feeling incredible amounts of angst that his sweet, eccentric, cool ass, cute ass mom, who's cool and cute and crazy, is just gonna fucking leave this very comfortable world and then just go somewhere else with a 20-nothing-year-old, and she doesn't know like what she's gonna get herself into. She already has talked about how like naive she's been, and she just got married and this and got married and that, and now and so it's like I just always in here, and this person's like, now I'm gonna go and live in Morocco, and I'm gonna be with a 23-year-old. I don't never know what's gonna be like there. He says it's cool. I can't wait. You're just like. And she seems almost like a little fairy that you got to protect, but it's your mom, and so you're just like, Mom, oh my God, please. But she's a grown-ass woman, and yet you have to you feel like there's no one else in your life to be like, this is dumb and really scary. I am horrifyingly scared for you. I don't know if your personality or the fact that you're just going to walk around with a bunch of crazy necklaces on, you just look bananas, and wild people are gonna take advantage of you, and I don't know how I'm gonna deal with knowing that you're just there. Am I gonna have to go? I feel like he's just in his mind's like, shit, I'm just gonna have to go with her. I have to go with her. So if she does not go, that's great, but if she goes, it's me with her.
The thing is, though, he can go with her, and he's just not going. And that's the thing that I think is interesting. Like, he could go. I mean, maybe not immediately. Maybe he needs to put in for some vacation at work, but he could go and spend a week in Morocco with his mom and check out this Oshama character so that he gets a little bit more comfortable.
He's going to, right? I mean, I feel like hands down, that's what's going to happen. I think he's going to come in.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope he does. I'm going to change our perspective and zoom in. It's like, why didn't I do this before? Why do I stay at this angle when I can be at this angle? Okay, anyways.
No, I think it's a good angle.
Back up immediately. Okay, so next couple that we're going to talk about is these two, because Nicole is an asshole and I stand 10 toes down with what I'm saying. I'm going to get all of my little monies taken away from this show because I keep cussing, but she is like, Thank you, Glenda. Glenda the Good Witch. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Thank you for the Cash App. Okay. First of all, listen, gonna put a hand up in the air if you guys have been listening to our podcast, Docu Sweeties. Let's just take a moment out for DocuSweeties. For those of you guys who don't know, Chris and I are a duo of a podcast called DocuSweeties. And we talk about toe for your listening pleasure. And we talk about Love After Lockup. We also talk about docu-series, which our next one, which you guys have got to watch, is Murders on Netflix. It is a Southern scandal. It's about Alex Murdaugh and like the craziness that we heard from. Oh, love it, love it. Thank you, Diana or Deanna. Thank you, Jade. Thank you, Glinda. Thanks, Samantha. Thanks, Joslo. Thank you, guys. Dating Doula. Love it. Thank you. Well, Dasha, now you know, girl.
Look at that great picture, Dasha.
Now you know.
Is that Rihanna? Looks like Rihanna's top lips. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, it is giving a little Rihanna top lip. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Anywho, so Nicole is annoyed from the time that she gets there because Mahmoud has asked her to button up her clothes. Did he need to do that? No. But he is so, I don't know. He just really thinks that his way is right. So they get into the car. She doesn't want him to use his phone. She wants all of his attention on her. Then she realizes that, they're going to his mother's house because Mahmoud no longer has the apartment that he cannot afford by himself. Or why would he live by himself with his wife not there? He's moved back in with his family. And she's like, we got to get our own place because there's too much happening at your house. You have too many kids and every round. And I'm just like, this is not the type. Listen, if you come from a big family and you want to remain intact with that big family, you can't marry somebody who doesn't want that. You cannot marry somebody who doesn't want that. And Nicole doesn't want it. And we are just watching two people tug of war, and it's not fun. It's interesting because I'm going to make fun of her, especially because she looks like a drowned rat in the bathroom in the next episode crying that she's homesick. I don't feel sorry for her at all because, you guys, she's 38. I'm 40. If I make a stupid decision, don't feel sorry for me because I'm an adult and I've made that choice after have living at least 20 years oot and a boot in the world. Chris?
I'm going to get mad if you make a bad decision. Listen, I'm like your son, okay? I'll be pissed.
No, you can't. You can just say, well, I was an adult who made choices. She made choices. She knew she had all the information. She knew what she was doing was either wrong or right or dangerous or could yield silly results. She's a full adult. You just have to, you know what you have to do? This is what I've been doing this year, is I've just been minding my own business. And then I take that to the most extreme, is that when I feel like someone's doing something that's crazy or that I don't like or that is like bothersome to me in some way, I go, Wahima, that is none of your business. Let that person do what they want to do. Let that person live their life. Like, they have all the information in front of them. They have access. Like, if I have a family member who I feel needs therapy, I've already told them that they need therapy if I feel you need therapy. And the only thing I'm going to say to them, and when they tell me something crazy, is like, hey, just go get therapy and make sure you pick somebody that you'll want to talk to. That's the most important part of therapy. It's something nobody told me in the beginning, is that you have to pick someone you're comfortable with or you won't be honest with them. And then I go about my business.
I know. It's just that it's very hard for me, if I like you or care about you, to see you waste and ruin your life.
Yeah, I mean, I can care about somebody and just watch you do it and be like, well, I can't be stressed out about it because they're going to be mad at me because I'm going to be bothersome. I'm going to be Julian. And I don't want to be Julian. Don't be a Julian guy. Chris judging Wa's eyebrow choices with these eyebrows and her bingo dot blush is everything we need right now. Okay.
I feel like my face has absorbed a little bit of the blush, and I want to go put more on.
Oh no, we can see it, girl. We can see it. We can see it. It's fine. All right. So yeah, guys, Nicole has a problem with eating delicious potatoes. Nicole has a problem with kids. Nicole, I mean, I get it, but you also
family noises.
Mm-hmm.
Egypt, Islam. Oh, you know, which I mean, you know, just I don't understand. It really, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I cannot tell you what she, as like basically a 40-year-old, has in a relationship with Mahmoud when they have so little in common. Like, and I mean, his to him, he's never had a girlfriend. He's, God bless, just, you know, moving fabric around in Egypt. And this, like, you know, waif like bird walks in with like blonde hair. And he's just like, I've never seen that before. And, you know, God bless. And then she's like, oh, look at that young guy. You know, I've been waiting for this one my whole life, you know. And then so what? They just fall in love. I don't even know. Like, we have never seen them talk where like one moment is like, loving or great. They truly seem like 2-year-olds, like pretending to be in a relationship, you know? I mean, or they feel like people that are got married at first sight and then are really trying to make it work. But I mean, I just she's not young. She looks young because she's a slight person and she has big eyes, but she's not, you know, like, and I'm just saying, like, we know what it's like to have a seasoned woman on the show make poor choices. And the interesting about her, Nicole, is that she has nothing to lose. She really doesn't have a career. She has like a shitty apartment, and you know that I know exactly in the moment exactly where it is in LA. Her parents, God bless, have seen her make mistake after mistake. You know, like she, I don't know if even if she knows herself. The only thing that Nicole, I think, is steadfast is onto a certain aesthetic, you know, like, or a certain style, which is so interesting because it's really the only thing her parents has even said about her personality. You really can't ever tell her what to wear. We never could. And yet, like, she decided, I guess, to spend the rest of her life with someone who like wants her to look a very certain way for the rest of her life. I mean, it's just for a person to make this choice, it's very confusing. Is what I would say.
It is. All right. We're done with them. Let's move on to the couple that is making it possible, the Jenny and Sumit of the season. You know, this aesthetic, this like white lady, older white lady, Indian man aesthetic does really well in 90 Day Fiancé. Also, you guys, have you seen on Instagram, 90 Day the Melanated Way posted a picture of Jenny, and she has dyed her hair dark. I think it looks cute.
Like, yeah, because the blonde's gone. White blonde streaks.
She had white blonde. It was all blonde, right? Or she
Put
had-
that picture back up.
Actually, just look at it on Instagram. You want me to send it to you?
Well, no, I was you just put a picture up of them. Wait, she had those chunky blonde streaks. That's what I'm asking. See the blonde chunky streak in the front.
Jenny. I meant to say Jenny. If I said Jen, I'm sorry.
Okay, you're talking about Jenny and Sumit dyed her hair brown?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Didn't get it.
Yeah, I meant to say that.
Wait, look at the way, look, just now that I put this picture up, look at the way their fingers are like pushing together, like they're even their fingers or their bodies in yoga poses. Look at this. They're so intertwined. Isn't that, how is he holding her? He's holding her. Wait, let's just look at it. It's across her neck and then her hands up. He's holding her hand across her neck. It's like doesn't that seem interesting?
I mean, I think that he's into her.
I definitely think that I definitely think that he's enjoyed all the milk that cow has given him, you know?
Oh.
What? She's not a cow. I don't mean like that. I mean, listen, I'm not, first of all, she's not a cow in the way her body is at all. You know, I'm obviously making a direct thing of what she said. I think she's totally.
Okay, I Instagrammed you, Jenny. Okay, so anywho, this is a lot. A lot happened. A lot has happened, and you know, we're just here for the moment. Okay, so what has happened is she is taking a 6-hour drive to.
Wait, and there's like streaks. There's like,
yeah.
What the hell is she? There's gray streaks in it.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Here, you guys, let me show you Jenny.
No, I gotta see it down. No, I gotta see it. No, she has to put this down for me to see. First of all, this picture of her is wild. This one's wild. Oh my God. Jenny.
She looks cute. Who knew
This
dark
picture-
hair?
Yeah.
Who knew dark hair was for her?
Jenny kind of looks like Mary from Sister Wives a little bit right now.
I think she looks like her daughter.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Ooh, Jade says this is a whole rumor that allegedly someone said Jen was first in India for bariatric surgery. But she was heavier and she lost weight. Who knows? Anyways, so
that's fascinating. I mean, I never heard of people going to India for that surgery. Only you hear of like people going to Brazil or people go to Colombia. Like I've never heard of people going to India for that surgery.
So she's getting ready for the 6-hour drive. She gets in the car and she immediately just like starts to tell this driver too much information. She's like, oh my God, I'm gonna see my fiance after 2 years and I'm so nervous. You think I'm crazy? And the guy's like, yeah. She's like, do you do a lot of trips to Jaipur? And he's like, yeah. I'm here. Okay. Why is there not some kind of flight from wherever she landed to Jaipur? Why is she taking a 6-hour cab? Is there no rail or train? I want to know if there was not any other option. By the way,
I'm fully getting the information about the surgery.
No problem. I am going to Costa Rica next week, and I don't have a way of getting from the capital city to the hotel I'm staying at, which is in a different part. So like I'm landing in the capital and then I have to like make my way to another puerto. So like I'm like, hopefully I can take a little 7-seater plane because that's what you do in Belize. And that's what you would do in Guatemala. Like if I ever wanted to go to my like spot in Guatemala, I would have to fly directly into the capital and then take like a little domestic plane. Go ahead, I'm ready.
Okay. Up and down. Okay, so this is the post. Oh, Jesus Christ. From Screen Rant. So if you want to see it, damn it. Okay, but I will see what it says. So this is an Instagram post from a Dr. Sapin Jain. Performed intergastric balloon procedure for weight loss in 2018 for Miss Jennifer. Her name is like, I don't know her last name, but it's like Blocher Lee from US. She is weighing 94 kgs. KGSs, kilograms. Is that kilogram?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. God, I hate metrics. With BMI of 33.5 and has strong family history of obesity. Okay, so she did. So yeah, she had the procedure. I don't know if that's when she met. 94 kje is about 200 pounds. And she kept, that's 2018. So she kept that weight off for around 5 years so far. And the balloon procedure is, I don't know if they even do it anymore. Like, I feel like I heard about those balloon procedures and then like I never heard about them anymore, which basically is that they put in a balloon in your tummy, then they fill it up and, you can also refill it up, I guess, and or maybe take it out, but there's a foreign object in your body, obviously, which is, can have complications when that happens.
So
anyway.
Did
I do that?
Yeah, you took it down. Okay. Okay. Cool.
I'm sorry. I forget that I don't know what the hell. Yeah.
Moving on then.
But yeah, she went to India to have that balloon thing. And yeah, she was a little bigger.
She was only 200 pounds?
Yeah, but she's tall.
Yeah, girl, I'm 200 pounds. Nobody would ever give me nobody would ever say, yes, I'll give a surgery to you.
Wait, BMI, I forgot. Okay, I'm going to tell you this.
Body mass.
I'm very honest. when I had my weight loss surgery, I had a weight loss surgery. I did it. I didn't do the balloon. I had a vertical gastric sleeve in 2017. My BMI at that time was 40. I don't know what bad. 40. Not great. 33.5. Now, so yeah, definitely at 40, I'm considered morbidly obese. And I was definitely more than 200 pounds. I was 283 pounds. I'm 5'8". So, but I will say that, yeah, the vertical gastric sleeve would be more of a permanent I think that the balloon was kind of trying to like be a middle ground surgery. That was, because like in the way of the world of weight loss surgeries, there's the gastric bypass, which is the most extreme, where you bypass your stomach entirely. Mine, which is you make your stomach tiny. You permanently just make your tummy tiny. And then this, what we're talking about, which is the balloon, which makes your stomach tinier from the inside out due to something being in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too. Yeah. Anyways, so she is with him, and she has crazy looks depending on her angles of her face, because she'll be like, I don't know. You didn't sleep with anybody, did you? Tell me the truth, because telling me now it will be better than you telling me I finding out later. So okay, she sees him, they kiss for a long time, he hugs and rubs on that body. Okay, they go upstairs to the apartment that he has procured for her, but that's all he's procured. He's procured no blankets, no toilet paper. She's excited about everything. She's excited about the kitchen, she's excited about the bathroom, she's excited about the bed, she's excited that he took flower petals and put it on the bed in the shape of a heart, I guess, that says I love you. And she's like, where did you learn that? As though it's not like on every single show and every single thing in the world to do that. So he's done that for her, and he wants to have sex, and she's like, I think that we should wait. I want to wait for you to marry me. And he's like, why? And she's like, because you don't want to buy the cow before you get the milk or something like that. And he's like, okay, we can wait. I've waited this long for you. We can wait a couple more months. And he keeps looking at his watch, and she's like, Jesus, what do you got to go?
Bye. I love you guys.
Bye. Exit. So then Chris has got to do her audition. She finally found somebody to do it with her. So good. So then she's like, they're having adult beverages on the balcony, which is really nice, right? And he agrees to not have sex with her. And he then has to go because he's like, my parents are going to wonder where I'm at if I don't go home. So he goes home. She freezes her balls off that whole night. The next morning, she tells him that he forgot a lot of stuff, and he brought it, with him. And she's just like, well, let's go do yoga. And she's like, I've been cold. I don't have anything to wipe my butt with. And so they get upstairs, and he wants them to get closer by doing some kind of like yoga. And they show a picture of him doing some yoga pose with some lady. And I'm pretty sure she's feeling some type of way about that. So they do the pose, and she's like, well, I'm heavy. And he's like, yeah, I know you're heavy. And I'm just like, she's not heavy. They're not heavy. And so then, it's so annoying that she's not heavy. And I just was like, why does he keep saying that? So they do the pose successfully for like 1 second. And then afterwards, she wants to know if he's been with anybody else and that he has to come clean about it. And I don't believe that he's been with other people, but the way she's like going at him, she's like, well, my friends got in my head. And I'm just like, if you didn't have those doubts, then nothing your friends would say would cause you to doubt him. But we're starting to see Jen, who's very insecure. I feel it in my guts. I feel it in my bones. And a lot of women are, but it's just kind of hard to watch it on TV, right? On TV, you want the women to be somewhat secure, and you want the men to be rich. Just kidding. So then she and he go the next day to buy some clothes for her to meet his family in. Now he's got this divine plan where he is going to slowly over the course of a couple weeks introduce her to his mother as a friend. And he tries to explain to her that like he is the head son in charge, he is the breadwinner of the family, and he can't just do whatever he wants because in Indian culture your family is very involved in you marrying somebody. And this is one of the things that these men just don't understand that they need to explain to the American woman. And we know this because we've watched Jenny and Submit, but Jen has not watched Jenny and Submit. I don't know why. She's had access to television. She had to have seen the first Toe came like 3 years ago. And she must have applied for the show in 2020, early part of 2021, right? Or the latter part of 2021. They filmed in 2022, I suppose, right? So she knows who Jenny and Submit is. She knows what she applied for The Other Way. Jenny and Submit were in the very first season of The Other Way. So her hair reminds me of Gloria Steinem and Lily Monster. Lily Monster, spot on with the Lily Monster reference. Shalini says, not to be the one to defend Rishi, but in my experience, most people Indian don't use toilet paper, they use water. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. I know that I've heard that as well. But then how do you like dry the water? He didn't even leave her any towels, girl. to wipe the water. Okay, bye Dasha. Good night. I gotta go too. It's 10:30. Ooh, she gotta go. It's been an hour. So anyways, guys, basically they're trying on dresses and they're bringing out dresses that would look terrible on her. She keeps saying they're not in her style. You guys, if somebody were to take me shopping to buy traditional Indian clothes, I would buy one in every color or a different color for every different styles. You know how many different styles of saris and like dresses that you can purchase? I would go crazy. So it feels to me that either Jen is not particularly interested in his culture, or that whole conversation about that's not really me is something that she was using it as a mask to talk about what she really wants to talk about, which is the fact that she can't just go meet his parents in the clothes that she has brought with her. And I understand her frustration with him not being honest and causing her to come to the India when he has not told his family or set things up for her to be peaceful. But at the same time, I think she's got to meet him halfway. And I feel like Jenny and Sumit was always ready to wear Indian clothing. And we kind of loved her for it. Bye, Stanley. Good night. Thank you. You too. Ramsterdam, good night. Oh, everyone's leaving. Bye. So that was my red flag for her. But then she says the thing that we wanted her to say, which is, well, let me know when you want to tell your parents about me or your family about me. Bye. And she leaves and she sticks to her guns and he hails her a cab. But before he hails her a cab, he holds her by her hip area. And I'm just like, oh, I would like to be held by my hip areas. I mean, it's manipulative is what he's doing, right? Trying to like get all touching her body. But I do think that he's within a rock and a hard place. Now, as an American, we don't understand that rock and a hard place. We're like, why don't you just do what you got to do? But for him, it really is a rock and a hard place. And I feel for him, but I hope that he is able to do what he can do. I mean, he even says that, like, listen, if I just do whatever, my parents could just like snatch me up and never let me out the house. And she just starts to cackle and laugh, but we're all like, we know it's true. We fully saw Sumit's family come in and storm and grab Sumit and leave. I mean, we didn't see it, but we heard the story. It's culturally different out there, right? Like in the US, like legally, a mother and father could not just walk in somewhere and take their son. But in India, culturally, I think that is the precedent. Like parents are allowed to, they can approve or disapprove someone's wedding, someone's marriage, because marriage is more than just like, I think, two individuals trying to do what they want to do. I think it's more so like it's a family thing. You're bringing someone into the family. Like men just can't go off and marry whomever. They got to get permission first. The family has to agree to bring this person in. So, whew, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So that is the end. I don't have anything to say. She gets in the car and she's upset, and we're waiting for next episode. Now, do we miss Danielle and Johan? No. And we know Danielle's going to come next episode acting a whole fool, and we're not super, super into it, but it's what we have to deal with. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys have a fantastic evening, and good night to those of you who had to leave, and thank you for those who could stay around. If you got the hee ha ha's and you like to give your girl a tip, you can do so with the things down below. Thank you so much, Sarah and Glinda, for the Cash App. Super appreciate it. But we're gonna talk about MILF Manor. You know what I'm also not talking about anymore is RuPaul's Drag Race. Girls, too many girls. I'll come back in when some girls are gone. But thank you guys so much for joining. You have a fantastic week. Remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye. Jump in the line, rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body.